I wrote this song to basically celebrate friendship and how great friends are to our hearts. And it's called The Sound I Found because I related the concept of, finding people that resonate with how you think and like how you feel, and you can just connect with and help you feel like you're at home when you're hanging out with them. And so a sound I found is basically that whole concept of meeting people and having a sound that's unique to them that you resonate with. And so this song talks about how great friends are and how special they are to you with their own unique and fun characteristics that just help make you feel that much more alive and make it through the day and have such great nights with. And that sound that just, when you hear them, when you see them, it just ignites you. And so I found a lot of sounds, great sounds, in the people that I met in my first year at UC Merced. And so this song encompasses all that. I started playing guitar when I was in 4th grade. My mom, she bought a guitar from IKEA actually, and that was my very first guitar. And they had music classes at my elementary school, Five Moons Catholic School in San Jose, and that's where I started. I used my first guitar, very first guitar, even though it's a kind of, it's not like an actual guitar. It's like kind of like a toy one, but it's close enough, and it was a good place for me to start, a good instrument for me to start learning the first chords with and everything. So I started with that, and then I got a sparkly purple guitar from Guitar Center after that. But yeah, I started playing guitar when I was in 4th grade, and I continued until 8th grade, and I played in the school band and sang in the choir. And my interest for guitar and singing peaked in high school, and so I continued to play guitar and sing since then. So the scenes in the first verse are in Main Street. The event that kind of kick-started this song for me was actually at Sonic after we celebrated my birthday here in Merced. But downtown Merced was another hangout place for us that's significant, so the scenes take place there. I remember after we hung out at Sonic and got shakes and fries and stuff, we talked for a while and at night and getting to know each other more, and that was such a warm feeling to get to know someone new and get even closer to a friend from high school. And so after that, I went to my room, and I was just so inspired that I started writing this song. And yeah. So the first part of the second verse is in relation to the previous one, and it's with Eileen, my good friend from high school and who's my roommate, and Andrew, who is one of the people that I met freshman year. And they're the two that I went to Sonic with and talked the night through with, which is the first part of the second verse. And I mention alive and exchange of hearts and sorry eyes, kind of, just to shine some light on what we talked about and how we connected. And the second part of this second verse is with Omar. He is a very silly person, and we laugh a lot when we're together, and that's why I thought he was perfect for the we laugh out loud part. And I did a lot of oil pastel drawing in my first year, and so that's the activity that we are doing in that second half. And he drew a picture with me one time last year, and so I decided to simulate that experience interspersed with laughing, because that night with him, or those nights with him, were just as fun, and it included all the art and the laughing, and so that encompasses all of the second verse. The bridge, I have, as you can see, I have a lot of pictures on my wall. I love photography and I love lots of colors, and so I need to put a bunch of things on my wall to make it stand out more besides the white, although white is a perfectly awesome color as well. And I remember when I was writing this verse, I look up at my pictures on the wall, and every time I do, when I'm studying or when I'm just at my desk or just sitting on the floor, it reminds me that I'm blessed, and there's a lot of colors in my world that I appreciate, and that's what I mentioned in the verse, that line, the like pictures on your wall, I'll remind you of all the good that the world has for you. It's because that's what I see whenever I look at my pictures. If I'm kind of in a difficult situation, or I'm just feeling kind of blue, I look up, and it's like looking up at the sky. It opens my heart up, and it calms me down and reminds me that everything will be okay, and that I'm surrounded by great people, and I'm very blessed, and just to keep that grounded and thankful heart. And that's what the bridge is. The first chorus it takes place at Applegate Park, and I chose to do it there because one of our events last year, Gula Walk, which was named Walk for the Rescue this year, Music for the Community, we performed there, and I wrote a song for it, just inspired by what Gula Walk is. And after our performance as a club, we basically just hung out afterwards, and I felt like Music for the Community was another family that I have here, because we were just watching the rest of the performances at the event, and we just hung out and got food, and it's altogether really fun. And so I decided to kind of simulate the great energy that we had there at the event with my other friends, Nathalie, Izzy, Danny, and Eileen, who are also in the subsequent choruses. And we had a lot of fun doing that, dancing to practically no music on the stage, and attempting to longboard, which is one of the marks of my freshman year too. Nathalie tries to teach you how to longboard, and it's fun. I'm getting the hang of it. Not quite there yet, but maybe I'll get there. And the second verse is at Bellevue Park, and I decided to have that scene take place there, just to capture the spirit of going to the park when you were little, and how excited, I remember how excited I used to be, to go on the swings and to just run around in the afternoon, even though it was hot, like how hot it is here in Merced, it gets to be. And I just wanted to capture that light spirit of a kid going to the park. And so that's why it's there. And the last chorus is at Lake Yosemite, which is located next to our school. And I felt like a good ending to the whole music video is the sunset, and me singing with the sunset and being with my friends at the lake, to end on a bright nonetheless note with my friends and the whole sky and lake before us. And altogether, that's what all the choruses are. Obstacles. Well, one of them was time conflicts. It can get hard matching up with other people's schedules, and so sometimes we'd have to postpone days that we film certain scenes. Another one was not being able to plan out exactly how I wanted the shots to look, because whenever we go through the filming, I'd see what we did afterwards, and then I would say, oh, I kind of want to see that shot at a different angle, or I need some more movement in this particular scene, and so we'd have to redo those particular scenes. So that was another one. Filming against the sunset was also kind of an obstacle, because we'd have to deal with the lighting, and sometimes have to change the setting on the camera, and it was kind of like a race with the sunset. We tried to get as much as we can before the sun went down. But overall, we planned out the days that we were planning to film very well, and we had a schedule, and if we needed to make adjustments and reschedule certain days for filming, we made sure to talk about it and know ahead of time when the change date is. And so overall, it went very smoothly, and it was a lot of fun, definitely. Thank yous. Thank you to everyone who was in the video: Eileen, Andrew, Omar, Izzy, Danny, Nathalie, and big thank you to Chris, who directed the video and initially asked me to make the music video. Thank you so much for this opportunity, and also thank you to Drew for helping us out a lot with the whole process of filming and giving me ideas on where to look at the camera, or positioning myself so I could easily be seen in the scene. And I also want to thank everyone who inspired me to write this song. Music for the community: Joni, Diana, Jason, Kevin, oh my gosh, so many people. You guys are so great. And if I don't mention you now, I will thank you personally and forever. Thank you for blessing me with your presence. And so thank you all so much for holding that special place in my heart, and for helping me make this music video. And this song is dedicated to all of you.